These are some images and videos from our trip to Newfoundland this year. I felt really fortunate to be invited to paddle with my friends. After taking the ferry over to Port of Ask, we drove up the coast to a place called Borgio. This became our start point. We packed our gear to head further east. From here, we started to take a 4.5-hour ferry ride to Grey River and then finally to Francois. There are a couple of stories I could tell about this trip that were important to me, and one of them had to do with the ferries and how they were the lifeblood, the connecting ribbon for these small communities along the coast that had no other way of access, because literally Grey River, Francois, and finally our last destination, McCollum, had no way to get in there. There were no roads. Here we are pulling into Grey River on the way to Francois. You can see that they're offloading the diesel that runs the generators that power this community. All the lights, all the heat, well aside from wood, are powered by these diesel generators. And every few days, another shipment comes in. And along with the oil come supplies, mail, and essentials to keep that community running. Now arriving in the village of Francois, it's my first chance to meet Perry. The guys had met him last year on their trip, which got as far as Francois. Now we're starting our trip, heading east from there. Perry offered us all a place to sleep for the night on our arrival and the night of our departure. The guys had stayed last year with him, and he extended his hospitality once again. This was the walk up to his place. And now a picture he showed us of Francois. Before going to bed, we took a walk around the community to see the sights, meet some of the people, and really get a chance to see what was so special about Francois. The next morning started off foggy, a little cool, but there was no rain, at this point anyway. We started our first paddle out of the first harbor, and we didn't get too far along until a boat came in heading towards us. And sure enough, it was Perry, who would come in from a 4 a.m. departure and just wanted to say hi before we left. After paddling into the first fjord, called Devil's Bay, you come across this. It's called Blow Me Down. It's almost impossible to tell the scale and size from this video, but that cliff wall is about 800 feet tall. An unexpected part of this trip for me was the hiking. We got up into the higher grounds on a few occasions, and honestly, that probably was the highlight, even more so than the paddling. The next few minutes are videos and images from a place called Hare Bay. This to me was the most beautiful and spectacular part of the trip. We got up into the higher of the high grounds, followed caribou tracks that were 1,000 years old, and got to see panoramas that I did not expect to see. Right out there is where we camped. And I really want to go over there. And up there. So, Newfoundland. We made it to day 3 and we paddled up there. And if you look right over there, right there, I think, should be our boats. It's over there. We spent an hour exploring up that valley, made it to this point, had a look at that waterfall, and there's a great trail along the ridge that runs down. Then I came up to see another high point, maybe get some data signal. Didn't get any data signal. There's still a higher point, and I'm going to backtrack over there, but it doesn't look good to get up, I don't think. Dan is somewhere over there. I can't see him from here. We went up early, and then he came up a bit after. He was fishing, and I'm surrounded by a million ants. Bastards. Like, no, they're all over the place now because I'm here. I'll pack up and maybe do another chat on the way down. Yeah, once again, same area, Newfoundland that I was just a few minutes ago. It was kind of way over there. But now, doing something I didn't expect to be doing in Newfoundland on my kayak trip. But, I don't know if you can hear that. Should be a familiar sound, not for this time of year. But, sure enough, oh, that's kind of cold. Yeah, sitting in a bit of snow up here. Hey, it's my summer vacation. Sure, not for everybody. The view's pretty good though, right? Still got a little higher to go to see if I can get a data signal. I'm gonna go up there somewhere. And if luck has it, I'll let the world know where I am. And then head down to camp for some food. I just set that there. That I think is the highest point I'm gonna reach today, for sure. Just to show you the view. There's the Atlantic. You can see that's where we came in right there, and came up here, and we're camped down in that valley. And we'll go south. We'll go where's the west. Beautiful lake over there, right there. I don't know what's way over there, but it's very far away. But then again, so is that. And I was earlier just up on that right there, above that waterfall. And I thought that was going to be my high point of the day. Nope. So unbelievably beautiful up here. And I left my little rock. Pretty rough conditions out here on the Atlantic today. I don't think this happens very often. This is about a kilometer past the last waterfall. This was our final camp spot, a place called Warren Cove in Fashu Bay. This site did not look like this before last fall, when apparently 294 millimeters of rain came down in 48 hours and utterly changed the landscape in a lot of the rivers on the south coast of Newfoundland.
There's a photograph I think I've seen 1,000 times or more, of a fishing boat with a house in tow and 3 children on the shore. You ask me why I look so long at such a simple scene, why there's a tear that blinds my eye. What does this picture mean? That big 2-story house belongs on another piece of ground, on an island out beyond that fog, where now there's not a sound. There's a graveyard there, and the old church spire still looks out over the bay. But Mother Nature's busy there since we all moved away. All of us were born upstairs in that room just down the hall. to count the 13 stairs when we were only small. And Grandpa knew each board by heart, its laughter, sigh, or moan. When amber sun danced across the floor and the creak of frost and storm. It's only just a black and white of a mossy outboard day. A gentle love breaks on the beach, a foot or two away. From 3 small children standing there and looking out to sea. At Dad's old boat with our house in tow and that little boy, that's me. Seeing our old house float on the tide, it seems so out of place. Perhaps you sense the way we feel, though you can't see our face. My sister stands in silent thought, and black-haired Mary too. We wish we could go home again, but we know it is no use. That room you see there on the right, that's where I used to sleep. And listen to the gentle breeze sigh in the apple trees. I wonder what I'll see when I look from my room again. I know I'll see the hills of home forever in my dreams. It's only just a black and white of a mossy outboard day. A gentle bump breaks on the beach, a foot or two away. From 3 small children standing there and looking out to sea. At Dad's old boat with our house in tow and that little boy, that's me. It's only just a black and white of a mossy outboard day. Of any house in any cove on any outboard bay. 3 little ones that can't make sense of why it has to be. My father's boat with our house in tow and that little boy, that's me.
100 oaks in a box are $28 a box. So much around. So you got 2 pound and you got a new right? And just try. When we shoot that out now, right? That's just running off the back.
Oh, as you're going motor.
Try it all together.
Yeah, and it's motor and you motor on.
Yeah, just run it out.
Coil it up properly before you put it away.
Trigger the buoy and run it your line.
Yeah.
Drop your anchor. Straight into the anchor.
Yeah.
On you go.
Yeah. You lose much gear? Storms?
Not this kind of